And we're back with some more Rimworld. And today we're going to be growing up all of our kids. We're going to be getting them all up to the age of 13 so we can give them guns and armor and get them well trained up. However, I thought I'd just go through quickly, well, how we're grabbing ourselves a bunch of the nice high-end components we're using for crafting all that fancy armor for our mechanators, the Mechlord helmets and the Mechlord suits. And to do those, we've got to kill a bunch of Agrapathons. I hate these things. Oh, you're going to stay over there. That's mean. But for taking care of them, what we do is we turn on these turrets over here. We mop up the small fry first, usually, before we turn on the turrets. And once the small fry is mopped up, we turn on the turrets. And then the big stuff like this, well, usually it doesn't last too long. It's just there's something about having those turrets combined with our firepower. Yeah, usually they die incredibly quickly. In fact, yeah, let's turn off the turrets, and there's no point wasting ammo. We don't have to keep turning them on and off, but it does save us a bunch of uranium. Let's wait until the rest of them get up here. Oop, oop. I think I'm going to wall this section in here just to stop this guy doing that. He keeps coming into this corner and resurrecting people through this section. How close do you have to get? Well, yeah, right there. So we need to stop him getting any closer than that. What would happen if I was to say skip that corpse? Put it there. I think that Oh, did that interrupt his casting? Oh my god! Okay, I gotta do another test on that. So if it starts casting and we teleport one of the corpses, it breaks the link, but it's already spent the charges. That's kind of nice to know. But that out of the way, these things coming through here, they're going to get pounded by actual uranium slug turrets. That guy's shield is pretty good, but it doesn't last long enough. Then they just get clunked, and clunk some more. Nope. Waffle, I think he's going to try it. No, he's waiting. Yeah, as you can see, pretty much mince-meated, and it will shred most of these guys on the way through. They're all very heavily damaged before they even get to us, which makes chewing them up on the opposite side just that little bit easier. Oh, and we've brought along all of our people. We have 8 Lancers taking part of this. In fact, I may invest in even more Lancers. Now, you can actually just go Berserk. If you drive it Berserk, it attempts to engage in close combat with the nearest thing. So if there's 2 of them, that just makes it so much easier. And then it tries to close with you. It's almost like Beckon in a way. They won't shoot at you. They'll just come charging. Yeah, you can go. You can go. Oop. I think this thing's going to try it again. Is it? Come on. Oh, damn it. So, Centipede arrives. It's... Oh, God, we shredded the walls. I should really start upgrading those walls with plasteel. And... Oh, here we go. It's trying this thing again. Okay, so it's trying to resurrect through the walls. And I can see what it's trying to resurrect if we interrupt one of them. So let's just grab a skip. Grab that. Skip it over there. Does that break it? Maybe he didn't break it on his side. One last try, because if that does work, that would be kind of completely broken. Is that a centipede? Yeah, let's take the centipede out of there. Well, didn't work as well as we were hoping. Never mind. You come over here. And... I really have to reinforce the destruction that's going on over there. Oh, and Waffle... you and Groovy Beats can go take care of that one. So easy peasy. That's how we're dealing with most of the attacks right now. Anything that comes into our kill box gets shredded. The uranium slug turrets do make quite a nasty mess. Assuming you can put them just out of range enough and get a little bit of a... This would work really well with a water trap. That whole escapade left us with 1 nanostructuring chip and 3 signal chips. This just allows us to upgrade all of our mechanators. We keep summoning that thing in several times a week. In fact, when's the next one? Oh, we kept summon another one for 13 hours. But yeah, that's one of the things we've been taking care of on the side while we age up all our children. Speaking of aging up our children, it looks like 4 of them have hit time. Well, okay, one of them hit it, and then I was like, I'm going to wait until the other 3 come along, because this gets a little bit more complicated. For example, Norbert here is the child of both Jason and Waffle. You know, so they've actually got 2 parents here, so they could go either direction. They could become a crafter, or they could become a close combat monster. It's the same with Stellarch here. Their parents are also Jason and Waffle. So that's their siblings. So instead, maybe Stellarch will end up as the close combat monster and Norbert will end up as the mechanator. Who knows? It kind of comes down to the traits they get offered, which way we were going to go. Though I do find it kind of nice that Stellarch ended up with group blue, so we just left him over here with Jason. Norbert ended up green, we left him over there. And the same with both Christian over here. Christian... just ended up looking very much like Jamus's line, and Requiesce, who's their sibling, ended up looking like Tiberius's line, just out of sheer random chance with the genetics assigned. So it's kind of all even out the way it is, but it really does depend on what traits they get. So we'll look at Christian and Requiesce first. If you're wondering why Requiesce is looking a bit bloody, well, we haven't spliced any gene packs onto these kids yet, so they don't have the kind genetic. So putting a bunch of kids with the aggressive gene out there without the kind gene spliced on top means they keep kicking the snot out of each other. Well, they have only one so far, but I was lucky I saved their limbs. All right, Christian, what do you got? Well, you would be leaning towards cooking or mechanical. I have actually gone back and forth on this a few times. I've looked at Christian and I've also looked over at Requiesce, the two siblings, just to see which one should go where. And sort of because of the way Requiesce ended up, I sort of had to go this direction. Let me show you. For example, this is Tiberius. That's shooting, construction, mining, medical, and intellectual is their main traits that they're looking for. Also, they're a body modder. So is Tash. They're also a body modder. Eason, also a body modder. In fact, 3 of the 5 body modders on the team are on this family so far. I think the other is Sonico and J-Raiku. So, Requiesce here, it turns out, also has body modder as an option. In fact, it's pretty much the only one we're going to pick because there's no point giving them kind. They've already got that. I think this is the first time kind is showing up. It probably gets overridden by the gene pack. We'll do more on that later. But when it comes down to it, what we're looking for them is mining, which they actually get. So yes, they also need construction, but there's no medical or intellectual here. But we can put a point into melee. There's no point skimping on the melee skills or the killing skills. So done. This would mean that Requiesce here is going to end up as Tiberius's line. They're going to stick exactly where they are with their skin color and everything, sort of guiding them towards that particular line of work. However, it's not all fun and games, because if we go back to Christian here, well, let me show you what they should be looking like. We want to make them look like Chewie over here. Unfortunately, they don't really get access to all of those skills. They do get tough, so they're definitely going to get that, but they don't get cooking, which is the one skill they're supposed to be good at. They're supposed to have animals, medical, and social are the other ones, but yeah, none of those showed up, so they're basically going to be stuck pounding down on the combat skills with animals on top and being tough. Yeah, it's just the way it worked out for them. I think Stellarch definitely got the better end of the bargain, but it does mean that they're going to be a Chewie, and Requiesce is going to be a Tiberius at the end of the day, or a miner. These two kids, I've already peaked, and it's going to be a tough choice. You see, what we're trying to do is make another Waffle, but Waffle's a pretty hard one to top. Nimble and Tough are just a close combat combo that's really hard to beat. And Psychically Sensitive, for a Battlecaster close combat, like the only thing better, Psychically Hypersensitive, Nimble, Tough. So they're literally almost impossible to get a pawn this good at killing. Again, it's just not a thing. So we're looking to try and make another one of these, and we want Norbert or Stellarch to take up that mantle if at all possible, and it all depended on what traits they picked up. And down here you can see that Norbert actually got, a Psychically Sensitive, Stellarch P got Psychically Sensitive, which means they could potentially become a Waffle. They might get Tough and Nimble on the next 2 runs, or Nimble and Tough. The problem is Norbert got Tough. So both of them could potentially become a Waffle. I was kind of hoping to just figure out which one was going to lean which way and then just assign it the gene packs. But I think both of them can now go that way, which makes things even more complicated because I need to configure both of them so that they could potentially become, a Stalker style, or they could potentially become a Lunk style, which means I got to worry about what kind of cross-contamination are we going to have here? The only things they've got that are equal are construction, and that's it. So construction and melee and give me a minute. This is going to hurt my noodle while I figure out what I'm supposed to assign these kids while still leaving them open to either mutating into a crafting specialist or a close combat battlecaster. Well, this didn't turn out at all like I hoped. The problem is they seem to be all leaning towards the color assigned to them by their family line. This is Stellarch P. If they wanted to, they could quite easily become a decent Jason. Crafting? Check. Artistic? Check. Intellectual? Check. All 3 traits they're going to want. In fact, the only thing they're missing is construction, and they would have pretty much the 4 main traits required by their class line. So, yeah, I think we're going that way. I think they're all just going to end up going where they're assigned. It's weird. I was kind of hoping there'd be more variety or something, but no, it turns out they're just all going to fit nice and neatly into boxes. Suppose thanks? I mean, I'm still going to send out the gene packs to these kids just in case something crazy happens in the next roll. But for now, it looks like, yeah, they're all just going to end up the way they should be. This is Waffle's kids, so tough. Thank you kindly. You're going to want plants, you're going to want melee, and then you've got a leftover point because, yeah, there's animals. You're looking for animals, but you don't have it. So we'll just give you shooting. So you got shooting, plants, and melee. Worst case scenario, maybe something happens there. We can change them over. Actually, you know what? Just in case they do end up going towards the Jason line or the crafting line, we'll give them artistic. Why not? We'll hedge our bets just ever so slightly. Those kids are crazy. All right, we need to bring everyone back inside. I've got to go farm another Acropathon for parts. Yeah, let me turn on some turrets and things. The amount of nanochips I've gone through is starting to get a bit silly at this point, but we've got to remember there's a couple more mechanators coming online shortly. Also, we sent out Lunk to grab ourselves another mechanator chip. It's around here somewhere. You know what? Who cares? Also, some of the more noticeable of you might have figured out that Bonzo here is a new slave we picked up. The reason we picked him up, psychically hypersensitive, and we have a perfect location to store them. I'm thinking in here. First, we need a nice little long-term storage location for our slave beacon. Then we're going to put ourselves together a custom gene pack. Now, here's one I made earlier. So what we've got is Xenogenes and Death Rest, so that we can put them into eternal slumber. Psi super sensitive to make sure that they're really, really sensitive to Psi stuff. Perfect immunity, ageless, so that they never die on us. And mild UV sensitivity, because, well, that's how we could get some points back. This is going to cost us 2 archive capsules. I'm pretty sure we have 3 on hand. So we're going to do that up, and we're going to assign that to the slave once we pop them out. Also, as well as that, I'm pretty sure I put together a joy wire around here somewhere. We're going to make ourselves a Yunners, but we won't rename Bonzo until they've got all of their required parts put together. With Bonzo out, we've got install joy wire. I don't think we actually need it for them, but I'm going to do it anyway. Then we're going to get a psychic sensitizer, then detoxifier lung. We've only got one at the moment. We'll replace it, namely because they've got asthma. I don't have to keep treating that asthma to be an annoyance. And then they've got a bionic eye because, well, we're going to have to do the eye thing as well. So there's that. And you should immediately rest until healed. In fact, maybe we should drug you up before we put you under. We could max out your mood before you get operated on. That might actually help us. Give me a second. Bonzo is looking super duper happy right about now. That high on Yeo thing is really helping out. That means they should have locked mood, and so long as we don't wake them up again, they should keep that mood forever and ever and ever. Oh, and maybe install that Xenogerm. Yeah, we will install that as well. That gives them death rest and humogenic. Yeah. Continue. Perfect. Oh, this is going to take a while. Now, the thing is, we didn't actually give them Deathless, unfortunately. I probably should have thought of that. If we had given them Deathless, that means we could rip out their heart, but I don't think we can this time round. Oh, Emily's grown up. Ooh. Now remember, she's got to be Stellarch, so she needs the traits of a Stellarch. Ooh, not slow learner. Steadfast, tough, like it, slothful, greedy, and depressive. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there'd be great traits for Stellarch, but no. I think tough. I think it's got to be tough. If you're going to be a Stellarch, you got to be able to hold it together. Now, what were the traits? Alex's line is social, medical, intellectual, and animals. So, medical, social, intellectual, no, and animals. Well, that's... So you can get melee on top of that. Why not? Damn it. Okay, not perfect choices, but I am sure Emily will do well. And I'm sure she will inherit the Stellarch's throne at some point. Whether we're ready for it or not is another thing. Oh, and this guy, how's he doing? You have most of those things implanted. Alright, if you've never used a Yunners, what we're going to do eventually is implant a psychic harmonizer. This will spread out the mood of this pawn, and the mood bonus they give based on how happy they are is all based on the trait of psychic sensitivity, which we've been cranking up. You're a psychically hypersensitive pawn. We've installed a psychic sensitizer. These things are... Where the hell are you? There you go. This thing gives plus 25%. It's basically a freebie. You can chuck that into anyone and just give them plus 25% more psychic sensitivity. At the same time, they've also got the super psi sensitive gene, which is this thing we spliced on here. That's very expensive. 5 metabolism that costs. But all of those stacked on top of each other should make this pawn an excellent mood beacon. We should probably... we could also get them a staff. In fact, I think we'll go out and get them a staff if we possibly can. I'll send someone to the local Empire shop. Well, we've now got Banzo here. We've picked up a couple of excellent L-Tech staffs, and it's time to turn them finally into a Yunners. So, first up, we are going to install the Psychic Harmonizer. And then we're going to see how good it is. Alright, you should be a baseliner. Nope, psychically hypersensitive. Yes, baseliner. Your psychic sensitivity should be 100%. Yes, that is the complete base, which means everyone will get at least this out of it. So keep an eye up near the top, at least. They should get 10 or 12, 20. Right, so they're getting 20 mood. This pawn over here is getting 20 mood because of the mood bleed over from this pawn. This pawn is so happy with their 100% mood that combined with the harmonizer, they're giving everyone in range at least 20 mood. Where's Alex? Alex is psychically hypersensitive. 70. Alex is a bit special. They're psychically hypersensitive. They've got... Wait a minute. They also have Prestige Cataphract Armor and Helmet, which give them plus 10%. They also have a Psychic Sensitizer for plus 25. Psychofluid Rush is the Vampire stuff, which gives them another 100%. And they've got the Super Size Sensitive Gene. 355% bonus, which means they are super happy. In fact, if we had 2 Psychic Harmonizers running around the place in all locations in the base, they could never mental break, I think. Even if we got a Psychic Drone, they'd just power through it. Alright, but now what we want to do is, once they're done... Well, actually, once the anesthetic wears off, we're going to get him to pick up one of these, which should jump it by another 3, maybe 4 mood points. Well, based on the 20 Jason is currently getting. Let's see what happens. While we're waiting for that to happen, I'm actually just going to let them finish their death rest. I'm worried that if I wake them up early, it might make them unconscious. They've got a lot of negative conscious stuff going on, which is affecting their, brain damage combined with a joy wire. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's wake them up now. Yeah, this is going to make them feel bad. Hey, they can still move. That's perfect, though. How's their needs? They're still maxed happiness. Let's go grab ourselves an L-Tech staff, shall we? So, by grabbing an L-Tech staff, this should... After they get suppressed, wake up and boom, immediate suppression, because that's how we roll here. Alright, Bonzo grabs that, then straight back to death resting, buddy. How's Jason doing? Jason's mood is now 24, so that added 4 mood points on average to all the pawns. And Alex is up to 86. Oh my god. Alright, and we're not finished with Bonzo yet. Bonzo, sorry, we'll rename them once they've loaded up. I'm gonna go, ooh. Oh, wow, okay, so, oh, raid. I thought this was the Akrapathon. Never mind, this is vampires. I gotta take care of this. Okay, dropping right on top of you, attacking immediately. They're trying to land on groovy beats. Well, nope. It's not gonna go so well for you. In fact, let's just skip, skip. And get out of here. In fact, let's bring everyone back inside. Ooh. Lifter bots are going to have to go... Why are you there? Are you out of juice? How did that happen? Never mind. I'll worry about that in a minute. These guys shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, there's not going to be many of them. The problem is 2 Doomsdays. No, actually, that's not too bad at all. We just got to make sure that the Doomsdays kill... if they get a Doomsday off through here, it could cause a mess. But I think we'll be fine-ish. Oh, and let me double check to make sure none of them are carrying low shields. Not a single low shield. Perfect. I've also sealed off the doors in here, started bringing everyone back over. This should be fairly handy. Waffle, get down here. We're going to need you up front just to make sure. And I think... Yeah, none of them are even trying to go out here after a lifter bots or anything like that. So this worked out. Ooh. We might want to lock out Tash and them. Oh. And we might want to line up the bots. There we go. Everyone's moving to where they need to go. I don't think Tash is going to be able to get in here. Maybe. Because I do worry slightly about those Doomsdays, just a bit. But they don't seem to be targeting our stuff, so... Let's leave everyone outside. I think... Yeah, we leave them outside. Where are you going? Nope, you're going to stay there too. Perfect. Yeah, I think that works. And then we just got to make sure that we kill all the Doomsdays before they can get any shots off. Which so far seems to be pretty handy. Oh, there's a triple. I don't like the triples either. Well, since things are getting a bit busy, let's just skip them over there. Problem solved. Oh, skip him over here. Never mind, they're already dead. Dear Lord. This is a little bit of a murderage fest. Normally I'd cut all this stuff out, but since it was an interesting drop rate, it's been a while since I've had one of these fun ones. Where are you going? What? What are you doing? Okay, fine. I'll have Tash open the door for you. Whoop. Go here. Now get out of the way. There you go. Let him go. Bye-bye. Thank you for visiting. Come again anytime. Anyway, that annoyance out of the way. Bonzo here has a couple of things that needs to be done before we're finished with them. They are good right now, and their psychic sensitivity is 303%. However, we can improve upon that. First thing we want to do is, where did we put that bionic eye? There we are. Remove part left eye. And then add part install bionic right eye. Turns out being blind increases your size sensitivity. So they're currently at 303%. Then if you take out both their eyes, that takes their size sensitivity up to 353%. That's a 50% bonus. Which is not pretty terrible. That's almost an entire LTech staff. And as well as that, since we've given them the death rest gene, we're just going to tell them never to wake up. So they'll sleep forever. We don't need to feed them. We've made sure that, genetically speaking, they are perfectly immune, so they can't get any diseases that way. They're ageless, so we don't have to worry about them dying of old age. So they just lie there, giving everyone a happiness boost. Where is Jason? I believe Jason was the one we were looking at. What is your mood? It was 28. They're getting a 28 from now from Bonzo, and Alex is getting a solid 100. Whoa, that is just insane. Right, well that means everyone's going to be super happy. Groovy's like, yeah, they're feeling pretty groovy, all right. That's 64. Waffle, 80. Oh my god. That means anyone who comes in range of them will max out their mood very well, as quickly as they possibly can, and then it'll take them ages to degrade down. So this will help deal with any, flip-flops that might occur due to psychic drones or anything of that nature. And these things, once you've maxed out on wealth, there's no reason not to build dozens of them. And as well as that, you can basically just grab a vampire. Grab any vampire you find. The only difference will be they'll have psychically sensitive instead of size super sensitive. So they'll just have the normal size sensitive genetic, which is a little bit weaker. I think it's 20% bonus instead of 40. It's not huge. You can still get plenty out of them, and you can do the exact same thing. You don't have to feed them blood. Once they're death resting, you're done. And I gotta go take care of another Acrapathon. What are we up to? Only 2 Diabluses? I feel like these things cycle through. They get really, really, loads more stuff start showing up, and then it just resets back to normal, and you have to, grind your way up again. I'm beginning to find it a lot easier to deal with Diabluses. Once I realized all you have to do is berserk them, it makes life so much simpler. It stops them trying to fire their cannons, and then we just beat the snot out of them really quickly. And I think that's done. Another couple of signal chips, and then a Acrapathon chip bird. Yep, the nanostructuring. Done. Oh. Yeah, I gotta go kill these guys. Ooh, I don't think these guys are gonna make it past the cannons. Yeah, I think the uranium slug turrets have got them. One down. Yeah, you're too slow. And you're a rather large target, which means shield is shattered. I think by the time they get by here, they should get hit by about 4 or 5 more. Nope, never mind. Oops, we're sort of running out of steel. Not a problem, though. The thing is, you can look at the map and see that there's just so many steel deposits. That mod makes it so handy that there's an infinite amount of steel on this map. We can just so much. But we should probably clean up the map a little bit as well to help with performance. So how many slag chunks do you think we've got? Because I have not been smelting down any that have been more than really drop right on their doorstep. Unless it lands right here somewhere, I'm not touching it. So if you guessed 1,163, that was a very specific guess. That is also an awful lot. If we check on the map, that's where you can see all the drops happened. So the drops seem to really like this section in the bottom left, and the far left side is actually pretty popular as well. Bottom right, yeah, also. Very few have dropped in the kill box, but that seems to be, well, whatever this area is in the middle. Okay then, and when it comes to toxic waste, I think we're going to move it some more. Problem is it's starting to creep up on the Devil Strand, so I think we're going to move our stockpile somewhere else to maybe spread that out some more. I'm thinking probably this direction? Yeah, let's pollute this entire area through here. I don't think we're going to have a steel problem for very long. Jesus. That's a lot of steel refining just right there, or slag smelting, whatever you call it. How many of these do we have left? 1,094. Yeah, we'll be grand. I think we'll have more than enough steel to do us for a while longer. We're still working away on the slag, that's fine, but we're also loading up this drop pod. Reason being, we've got a psychic suppressor. Yeah. Pirates set up nearby. Basically, 8 pirates. They're gonna like suppress us until we go kill them. And SEAL Team Waffle is just gonna go over and yeah, the Waffle Stomp is inbound. So Waffle drops at the edge. Yeah, there we go. We're in. Once we're there's 8 of you, correct? Yeah, there's 5 there. 3 more inside. We've got 1 gun turret, and that's all you've got. This is going to be over incredibly quickly. And I'd say to be incredibly painful, but unfortunately, no. Waffle's just gonna stomp all over you. You'll be dead so quick you won't even know what happened to you. All right, let's do this. You. How about we just skip over there? Yep, that's 1 down. Let's see. You, sir. Actually, you know what? Let's put Waffle to their full power. First, consume some go juice. Okay, your movement speed is currently 10.29. Now you're up to 14.2. Pretty good, but a little bit of focus there. And you're up to 18.2. Who do we want to kill first? Let's just run over there and grab that guy. And dead. And then let's grab that guy. And where'd his head go? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. That guy's torso is completely missing, and that guy's torso is completely missing. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Hey, Steven. Okay, now the question is, could Waffle potentially run down all of them before they get off the map? I mean, I don't know. They're going to be pretty quick. Oh, no. The guy seems to be getting away. No, their torso's gone. Waffle, get Tex. Come on. Oh, I should have, probably told you to. And that's Tex gone too. Okay, nah. Jesus Christ. Come on. Okay, you seem to be running pretty fast, buddy. How about you stay over here for a second? There you go. Much better. And your torso's gone 3. And then we've got torso gone 4. Well, that's 4 good torsos down. Let's see. What are you plugged into? I'm not even sure. We could just take that turret. What do you got here? Can we see it? No, we cannot. In fact, I think the simplest thing to do would be this. Let's uninstall this. We can claim it, uninstall it. That should break the link between the gun turret and the battery, and then we should be able to claim it. Once it depowers. Yep, so it's depowered. We can claim that. Let's see what else they got lying around here. Oh, yeah, the psychic suppressor. That's why we're here. Kind of lost track of that along the way. Yeah, fine. We'll go smash that up. That should take no time at all. That'll make all the females back home feel much happier. Done. Now let's see what else you got. Come on. What's the bet? It's a whole bunch of sleeping spots? Sleeping beds. They actually have beds. Okay. Well, we don't want any of this. We could take the floors, but it's not even worth it for the marble. Thanks for everything, but bye. Fights like that is one of the reasons I stopped sort of showing them. It's fun the first few times when you just stomp people so hard. But at the same time, stun and return. At the same time, I can imagine how it gets just a little bit boring for people watching when there's no real threat to the enemies at this point. Not at the level we've currently reached. All we're doing right now is we're actually mining out all the gold on the map. There is a big gold deposit over here I want to get access to. I'm going to get access to that gold deposit and that one. And then probably this one and this one. In fact, I've been doing that all over the place. There used to be a few gold deposits down here, but we've already ripped them out. We don't really need that much gold, but we're going to need it for the archonexus reset after assumingly we survive the whole run-in with the live active combat tile that we're going to try and settle on. That's going to be interesting. I've never tried it with this particular config, but I figure we got super soldiers, and I figure we can do it. Plus, it's going to be interesting once we have enough mechanoids. And the pollution-wise, this tile's looking beautiful. I mean, we're not finished with it yet, but once we've produced, say, another 20 scythers or 20 lancers, this place should be looking filthy. Oh, and Banzo has been protected. Nothing should get near them, and they can just sleep there for all eternity. They should... Oh, can they get... Well, they might be able to get stomach worms. I don't think that's fatal, though, is it? I suppose we'll find out later. Oh, and yes, I promised to rename them, didn't I? Yes, please welcome Gunner's Light to the team. And the reason they're light, their metabolism is half of a normal Yunners. True, we still don't have to feed them, but considering they only eat half as much calories, I figure it's an appropriate moniker. One thing I haven't been really covering is the info about Lunksdunk, the legendary relic sword. I failed a couple of quests, as in the ones that required us to send a whole bunch of people to another tile. I'm like, no, they just take forever and they're dangerous. What I did was I just failed those, but we have done 2, which were, I think, data drones? Yeah, so we've done at least 2 data drones. This is the 3rd one. They're pretty handy. The last one was actually way worse than this. It came with a bunch of doomsdays and stuff, and we still slaughtered it. And you know what? Let's get a berserk pulse off in there just to slow things down. Oh god, that's brutal. And poof. Yep, and that should take care of most of the problems. Hey, you get over there. Where's that guy going? Where's he think he's going? Wow, they really do like want to get in there, don't they? Pull back a little bit. You two can just get let loose, I suppose. Oh, we've just hacked the space drone. We now have 30 seconds to get away from it before it explodes. Oh, wow. That was a mistake. You guys should all run back there. Simon, yeah, you should also get back there. Waffle, ooh. You know what, buddy? Actually, yeah, no, you can just, you can stay off the leash, and so can Groovy Beats. Yep, run. Oh, Epilogue's here. Oh, yeah, she was the one hacking it. Sonico, I think you need a little bit of help there, buddy. No problems. We'll just skip you out of the way. Yeah, over there's fine. And done. Whew. I suppose we could have got away with standing still, but this just worked out this way. Anyone want to take that guy out? Jamus! Late to the party, buddy. Late to the party. And done. Oh, Sonico's dad bot. I really feel like that was going to explode a lot sooner. Okay, fine. But not exactly a high-stress moment. I mean, okay, I probably could have done that a lot better, but you get kind of lazy when you have pawns like this. They're just sort of too tough to kill. Though I think Jason's armor is about to fall off them. I've been forcing them to wear it despite it being degraded because, well, this stuff's really expensive to get your hands on. We have had to kill so many Acrapathons. It's getting out of control. All right, everyone back to work. Due to some mistakes on my part, I kind of have to put down all 3 of these for death restaurant now. They were all redlined. I completely missed that. I wish there was some sort of mechanic that sort of... I know we get the little notification over here on this side that there's people who need death rest, but I really wish there was an automatic way where they just go grab death rest when they need it. Or just a tick box, something along those lines. It would make this so much easier. You guys, I think I'm going to take you off auto wake up. I'm going to wait until you're fully rested up before I wake you up. Alex is going to cover all your problems until you're back up and running. By saving up a lot of prisoners and a bunch of gold, we've bought a bunch of people yeomans. So Tash is now a yeoman, Sonico is now a yeoman, Tassaluk P is now a yeoman, and damn it, who was the last one? Norbert. Norbert is now a yeoman. So all of them have now got relationships with the Empire, enough to be able to get at least the first level and to be able to meditate at throne rooms. We do this because meditating at throne rooms is just the most convenient way to do things. Art is good and all that stuff, but yeah, I still find the throne room stuff just far easier to work my head around. So I should probably do some testing here. No, later. We got things to do. Namely, we got kids to age up. Stevie should be almost done, like 11 more days, and I'd buy 6 times speed as well. I was worried trade caravans might get, well, horribly sickened because of all the toxic waste, but they don't seem that bad at all. They get like some initial exposure. It's just, it takes so long for it to happen. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal. Unless I'm missing something here on the genetic fronts. Even the genies, yeah, toxic buildup initial, 16%. Yeah, they can walk all that stuff off. After smashing up a lot of slag chunks, we've got 787 of them left. Just, like, loads, but we've stripped everything off except for the most extreme corners away from us. And steel-wise, we're almost out, and now we're up to 5,312. So I think we're doing fine on the steel front. And that's before we even take into account the just ridiculous quantity of underground steel reserves we have. Like, my god, we could make a fortune just selling steel things made of steel at this point. About time. Looks like Stephen Williams has wolfed out. That is, it's an impressive coat of fur you've got there. I think they've actually colored themselves in. They're supposed to have sandy blonde hair and pale yellow skin, but I think they went to they had an urge to change their look, so they went to the styling table, which is why they look like, well, a teenage werewolf. But I don't really want to change it. They want to be that way. Let's just let them go. Their armor will be colored in the correct color, though. We've already changed their favorite color. I mean, gonna let them change a bit, but they're gonna kind of stay with the general theme of the Power Rangers here. Say Power Murder Rangers, Murder Power Rangers, whatever. The wait a minute, found it. It's the Go-Go Murder Rangers, Mighty Mashing Murder Rangers. That's the one. I knew. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head. All right, so kid, you need to live up to Jamus's prerequisites of cooking, animals, medical, social. How you gonna do? You're gonna get cooking, no animals, no medical, no social. What? Oh, you've already maxed out animals and medical, and now cooking. And you know what? Let's give you melee as well. Pity we can't max out shooting. We could hit pretty much everything. And I suppose we'll just finish up on plants. Okay, no. What? Oh, wow. Even with all the options, there's literally no good ones. I think I might actually just go with no trait. I was gonna go with chemical fascination, but nah, they're already sanguine and nimble, and if they're gonna become a leader, I can't have them being a drunk. So, oh man, that's a rough haul. So, sorry, kid. Mr. Williams, that just is the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Next up is Armagus, and Armagus has turned into the Grinch. They kind of look like the Grinch. They've got a little bit of a vibe going on there, all right. All right, you need to look like Waffle. So we're talking melee, construction, plants, animals. And you've got actually melee, construction, plants, and animals, and medical are already maxed out. So actually, you've hit everything. It doesn't really matter what you get. Yeah, we'll max out shooting. Why not? And we'll figure it. All right, give us something good. Give us and snake eyes. What the hell? No, that's just bad. I mean, they can't even crap. I mean, no. Greedy, no. No. And I mean, the least bad thing is, oh wow, Randy, you're just full of it today, ain't you? I mean, they could get a secondary in shooting, I suppose. I mean, with enough shooting trading, we might get him up to 12 in shooting, but that's just painful. All right, let's find intellectual and social, because why not? Just why not? I'm really sorry. That's just two kids in a row that have gotten like the short end of the stick. That is nasty. But I mean, they look good, so there's that. And now all of them should go and automatically put on the correct armor for their class, as in everyone has their own armor stuff set up. For example, if we look at Armagus here, they should immediately go for the cataphract armor, or the phoenix armor, and headgear wise, they've got access to cataphract helmets. Also, when it comes to miscellaneous or utility stuff, they're only allowed to put on shield belts. So everyone literally has their own dedicated outfit I've set up for the lot of them. So they should, in theory. And why are you putting on a duster? And there should be a piece of cataphract armor for you there somewhere. Oh, we might not have enough right off the bat. What did we set it up to make? Ooh, I only made one of each, didn't I? Because I'm an idiot. Yeah, let's make that. Actually, let's crank it up to 5. We're going to need 5 on all of them, because when the next crowd rolls around, or when the next bunch of kids age up. And Jiraiku. Okay, Jiraiku. Wow. That's a look, all right. These kids are awesome. Hey, Alex, let's see what you got going on. We want animals, medical, social, and intellectual. And the kids got animals, medical, social, and intellectual all knocked out already. Wow. Okay, so melee, if you get melee there, yeah, perfect. And we want to make you into a trading caster, so no size sensitive stuff at all. You didn't hit size sensitive once. Not even hypersensitive, just sensitive would have been nice. Oh, this is... I mean, there's some good traits here. It's just they're not really going to help them when they become a good trader. This is... you know what? Take cooking and take construction. Yep, that's pretty much it. I mean, they don't really need any of these points. For in here, I was tempted by fast walker, but I think at the end of the day we'll go nimble. They'll be out on the trail, they'll be trading, and when you're trading, it's nice if someone gets in close that you're nimble and you can dodge stuff. I figure that's better. Fast walking might help them get away, but they're going to have bionic legs for that and the ability to skip, and they're going to be a caster, so yeah, nimble, if anything that gets too close will keep them alive just that little bit longer. But still, that's another tough roll by Randy. Damn. This is these kids have been getting the short end of the Randy stick, all right. That still leaves Eason and Esanad and Steve Sims. Let's hope their luck turns out a little bit better because this is not going so good. Also, I realized I messed up. They were making more Prestige Cataphract armor, so it should be 5 Phoenix armor instead of 5 Prestige Cataphract armor. Cataphract helmets, though, that's definitely where it's at. Ugh. Yeah, on the bright side, I should have made these all beforehand, but on the bright side, Jason and Sonico are just incredibly fast. They'll knock these out in no time at all. Now, Esanad, you have aged up. And actually, is that a scar on your right eye? That looks pretty badass. Okay. You're supposed to be double passion, construction, mining, medical, intellectual. In fact, construction, mining... Ugh, you need construction... You need to hit construction, mining, and medical right now. Good luck. Construction, yes. Mining, no medical. But did you get animals? Oh yeah, we put a point in there. Animals. Construction, mining, no medical. I mean, we'll still get you up to 8, and we can always train you up on a few prisoners. So, not the worst thing in the world. I mean, could be better, could be worse. Now, they are a miner, so anything that helps mining is great, but I don't think they can get it. They've already got hard workers, so great workers not going to be possible. Not going to be possible. Great memory's not bad. Nervous, no. Nudist, no. Gourmand, no. And too smart, no. I think great memory, that's pretty mediocre. Pretty mediocre. Damn it, Randy, you're being rough. Maybe he's just saving up the good stuff for the next round of kids, but I don't think that's going to make Esanad feel any better. Jesus. Okay then, that just leaves one more to go. We're kind of hoping you get some good luck here, Steve. Though, yeah, we've kind of got Sonico, who seems to be doing really well as a hard worker. So unless you get something like, I don't know, massively great worker or something like that, I don't think you're going to be able to take the crown from Sonico right now. Finally, it's Steve Sims. They've got to hit the construction, crafting, artistic, and intellectual. And wow, that's a look you got going on right there. Okay. This has been a very furry and fuzzy line. Oh, these were all the Yttackins. Or whatever you call them, the chewy style ones. That's why there's so many furries in here. Alright, you've got construction, crafting, artistic, and your... So all you need really is crafting and intellectual. Oh, actually, no, you're not going to be able to max out intellectual. Let's see what you rolled, kid. Let's see what you rolled. Now, you've got yourself your intellectual. Excellent. Plants, medical, and melee. Well, that's not really going to help. At least you got 1 point in intellectual. You got at least a point in everything, so it's not the end of the world. We'll give you... You know what? Let's just make another medical... Actually, a secondary in plants. Why not? We haven't got one. What else you got going on? Psychically sensitive, not terrible. Misandrist, ugh. Fast learner, not really great. Slow learner, well, no. Quick sleeper, always good. You know, quick sleeper, I think is actually better than psychically sensitive. There's no point making them a caster. They just don't have anything else that really goes well with it, except for maybe jogger. But a quick sleeping jogger, great memory, they'll do solid. But still, this was... I feel like the last generation got more out of it. I feel like this generation got the short end of the stick. Sorry, Steve. That's, not great. Not great indeed. Ooh, one quick thing to note. Where is it? Jairaiku, they're set up to collect a jump jet pack. They're assigned to collect a jump jet pack under the Smokies outfit selection. All the traders get jump jet packs. All of the cooks, they get low shield packs. All of Waffle's line get the shield belts. All of Alex's line, of course, jump jet packs. All of the Tiberius line get psychic insanity lances. And all of the Sodico line get shock lances. I was going to give them the, make sure they all had bandwidth packs, but it turns out they don't really need it. And considering we're going to be turning all of them into Mechanidators, that seems kind of pointless. In fact, we should probably get Steven going along that path as well. Steve could definitely use a few more, but all of the lines are set up, and that way I just know if I want to find a shield pop, click on the cooks. If I want to find an insanity lance, the red insanity people will have it, and the blue people all have the shock lances. I've color-coded everything, and it just makes it all nice and neat. Maybe a little bit OCD, but it's just... This way I know what everything is. It's all color-coded, easily visible. I think this is just the nicest way I've found to play yet. Plus, due to that mod we have installed, LTO colony groups, every single pawn, the moment they put on their new clothing, they go and dye it. So now everyone's sorted in the armor they need and the weapons they... Well, actually, I haven't weaponed them up yet. That's a lie. But we've also got builds set up to make sure that there's always 5 masterwork assault rifles around. And it's a time everyone got equipped. Groovy here has been a good kid, and I think it's time we upgraded their weapons. They've been going around using this uranium mace masterwork. I think it's time they got themselves their own sword. Now, this is just a regular Persona monosword. We bought it at one of the shops at whatever Empire one it was. It's got the jealous trait, but it's got an awful lot of DPS going on for it as well. So we're going to bond the two. Say hello to your nice jealous sword. Perfect. And that frees up the mace to go for Armagus. Alright, Armagus, pick it up. You're going to be a mace wielder, which reminds me I should put you guys down for death rest. And I'm pretty sure I got you some death rest serums. Yeah, we're going to need another death rest room for you guys, aren't we? Well, trying to get around to this, it turns out Armagus has decided to go for a look change. So they've gone with the bearded look. Alright, go for it, kid. Do what you gotta do. And we're going to have to age up some of the newer kids as well. They're like... They're going to hit about 17 and then their aging is going to stall out. So we'll chuck them in one of the growth vats. That'll age them up at 20 times speed. It's just they're currently not going to age up very fast because of that ageless gene they've got going on. And we should be able to put some of the new kids down for death rest. I should have had all this stuff built and prepared beforehand. In fact, just rechecking things, we only realistically need about 3 cataphract helmets. Because one of the crowds are going to be wearing the Mechlord helmets. The other crowd, Alex's line, are all going to be wearing Prestige Cataphract helmets. So, 3 regular helmets, 3 regular Phoenix armors, 1 Mechlord armor, and 1 Prestige Cataphract armor. And that should be enough for the last generation as well. Stephen here is about to go on their journey to become a mechanator. First, they get their mech link, which we grabbed from somewhere I can't even remember. Then we're going to get you to... Where did we put it? Ah yes, implant mech gestation processor. That increases your ability to, well, grow your mechs really fast. Then you're going to upgrade to tier 2, and then you're going to upgrade to tier 3. Hey, stop that. Then the final 2 levels. And why haven't you put your helmet on yet? Lazy bones. Alright, there we go. Now they can gestate their mechs 3 times faster. And wearing Mechlord helmet masterwork. There you go. Perfect. And then they have a mech bandwidth of 30. So they got a mech link, and now they can support a bandwidth of 30 bots instantly. That's... Yep, that's good. That's good. We're probably going to give them some bionic arms and legs to go with that as well. I mean, they're... Oh, they're not a body modder. But this one is. Now, please tell me I made a bunch of drill arms. Okay, done. And these 2 are down for their death naps. We won't auto-wake you. We're going to let you get a good night's sleep. Then we're going to have to get the next generation prepared. I should be less sloppy with the next crowd. You'd think I would have been better with the first, but we were kind of tight at the time. So we'll have to have 2 death rest caskets ready for them, armor ready for them, weapons, all that stuff. It should be good to go. Oh, and this sword here, we're saving this one for Emily when she grows up. This one has kind thoughts and psychic sensitizer. So this should be quite handy, assuming the kid gets the right traits. That's the hope. But that is all we have time for today. Next episode, the last kids, like we've just got to get Christian, Nobert, Emily, Requies, and Tasseluk all the way up to 13, and then we can finally start on the last mission. Well, our last challenge, which is settling that tile while it's an active combat tile and doing the double ending at the same time. That's going to be intense, but we'll have time to build up a base. And if we've got, say, 4 really good miners just smashing through things, 4 really good constructors to build the base behind them, we should be able to plow through it incredibly quickly and build up the defenses as fast as we possibly can. Also, I should probably bring those mortars with us. In fact, one of those is a stolen mortar we took from a siege. I wonder if we could steal some more. Nope. That'll be for another day. For now, I'm going to cut this out here. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck.